Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Hawaii Music Supply. And today we're going over a different lesson. We're going to do You Don't Write from the Ka'au Crater Boys. There's a couple of different things I wanted to go over before we get started. This lesson is intended for the intermediate level player, meaning if you're a beginner, if you have a hard time holding down a chord and just letting all the notes ring and bar chording, that kind of stuff, then this lesson is probably not for you yet. If you practice your finger exercises and you start practicing your chords, you'll be able to get that no problem. But we do have a lot of beginner lessons on the site if you want to check it out. But this lesson is intended for the intermediate player. So you should be able to grip a good chord, you should be able to play some bar chords, and you should be able to keep a straight rhythm without, messing up too much as far as that goes. You'll find that I'm tuned a little bit flat. And the reason is, when you want to play it with the song, to tune to the album, I don't think that they, tuned the whole half step down. They just kind of, it was like whatever Ernie's guitar or Troy's uke was tuned to, and they just kind of tuned to each other. Or maybe it was to Ernie's voice for the particular song, but the whole Valley Style album is actually tuned like a little bit sharp of a half step down. So, this is the tuning here, and I'm sure Andrew can hyperlink this to the beginning of the video or something so that you guys can get started. But this is my G for this song. And then your C, E, and A. Okay, our first chord is the G chord, and what we're doing is we're taking our first finger at the second fret of the third string, our second finger at the second fret of the first string, and our third finger at the third fret of the second string, leaving the top string open. Okay, so that's the G chord. Our next chord is going to be a B minor, and this one is the one that we're going to kind of be focusing on as far as a bar chord, because we're holding down 3 strings, 1, 2, 3, at the second fret with our first finger, and then we're using our third finger at the 4th fret of the 4th string. But the thing is, you can hold down 3 and 3 and 1 over here like this, so you can do the whole thing. It doesn't matter because this finger is taking the note. So, what I do back behind this is irrelevant. So, we want to be able to hold that chord right there. Right? So the next chord we're going to play through is going to be a C. Now everybody knows this C, but the one that they're using in this song is the first finger covering the first 2 strings at the 3rd fret, 4th fret of the 3rd string with the 2nd finger, and the 5th fret with the 3rd finger. Okay, so this is the C that we're using. It's the variation of an A chord brought up. So you can, like I said, bar all the way across or do it right here. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant behind these 2 fingers. Another chord that they use in this song is the A minor, which is the real easy one. This is the easy chord in the song, the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And we're going to use a D7, but this is a D7 with no root. So we're playing the like the A minor, we're holding that finger there, and we're just going to bring our 3rd finger down to the 2nd string at the 2nd fret. So this is your D7, no root. And those are the chords that we're going over. So we're going to take a look at the rhythm hand. If we want to see what's going on here, what I'm doing is I'm thumbing down, and then I strum up with my finger. So the pattern is going to be, so thumb up, 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 down, up. Okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to take this hand and we're going to pulse the beat, meaning see, so I'm letting the pressure off. I'm not taking my fingers off. I squeeze when I hit, and I let that kind of take that sound there. So the idea is to try to get both hands in sync at the same time. So again, it's thumb up, 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 down, up. So the up, down, up part, we're holding all the way through. So pulse, thumb up, up, and then hold for up, down, up. So it sounds like that. So that would be that progression right there. And that's for the intro and the beginning of the verse. But in between, they put this little lick here where we're holding our first finger on the second fret of the third string, and we're hammering on with our third finger to the fourth fret. So, okay, so there's sometimes when he's just going, and there's other times when it sounds like he's, picking a triplet, like, So what I'm doing is I'm using my three fingers like, but I think Troy actually had a long fingernail on his first finger, and he would. So I can't mimic that because I don't use fingernails, but you can you can try it if you've got a pick or something, that way, and that comes after that verse. And it just goes right into the song. And so in between, sometimes he'll throw this in, and sometimes he won't. There's another little thing. It comes later in the song during the verse where he goes, where it's like a what that is we're holding this C note, and I'm kind of triplet. I'm kind of doing a triplet with my three fingers here, and going. So C, B, A, G. I think Troy actually went like he like that. He kind of like picked, and then with the top string. But I just do it this way because it's easier for me. Because my hand is resting here to do the that thing. But I think Troy actually did use the open string. So that's another part that's in between the verses. So there's a break in the song where it goes. So what that was the C, the B minor, and the A minor. And so when we look at these chords now, he's not going like that, right? It's a sound like almost like he's really emphasizing the. But because we're playing these bar chords, we're having what's called a unison note here, and we're going. So that's your C, and it's your B minor, and your A minor. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of picking the two strings, but I'm letting my fingers brush across the two middle strings too. So it's getting a full sound, but it's not like it's not a full, it's more emphasis on the actual lead note. And so we go like that, and this is where the rhythm change comes in. So with the D7, what I have to do is, because I can't just pulse that, right? It doesn't sound right because these two strings keep ringing. I'm taking my pinky over and I'm stopping it. So. See, I'm doing that. So, and these are all upstrokes. And then it goes back to that G. And then we hit that this little lead thing where. So that's on the B to the A to the G to the open E. Okay. And when I come back, I'm strumming that A minor. So. Yeah. Sorry. Where the hell was I? And then that part, when we hit that G, and then he pauses now, it's for go away, right? And then leave me blue, he comes back in on that. And then goes back into the song. Okay, so once you get used to the feel of this, you really want to be kind of smooth with it. You don't want to like over strum it or hit it too hard or anything like that, because it's a really like a mellow kind of feel that he's going for in this. If you check out our next video, we're going to be doing the solo on this one. I'm actually going to try to write out the tab for this, because it can be a little bit trying to try to like remember all this stuff. So it's going to be kind of hard to do these kinds of songs without the tablature. So I'm going to go ahead and write these up. And so on the next video, we're going to have the solo and we're going to have the tabbed out version. To get the tablature, you got to go to the ukulelesite.com. Andrew has a PDF for it there. If you're just watching on the YouTube, then that's cool too, but you can try to follow along. But if you want the tablature, you have to go to the ukulelesite.com, which is a great site to check out, because we've got a whole bunch of videos on there that are exclusive videos to the site, as well as there's myself, Corey, there's Shoji on there, there's a bunch of guys that teach, and great stuff online. Also, if you're in the market for a ukulele, you can find like beautiful ukes there. Pono brand, they carry pretty much everything, and check it out. It is awesome. Make sure to check us out on the ukulelesite.com. And for now, this is Aaron from Hawaii Music Supply saying aloha, and thanks for checking out our videos.